Okay, let's start our scarves now. We're going to make them long ways across. So you need to do a foundation chain, which is the chain that you do at the start of a project, for the length of the scarf that you want to make. Now, you need to measure it when it's not stretched. So start chaining, make quite a lot of chains as long as you think you're going to need, depending on who you're making your scarf for. Fill it in the workbook as well, and just start chaining, and then you might want to measure. If you know a size that you want to make your scarf, you can measure your chains, but you need to lay them out flat and not stretched. Okay, so I'm going to do a few. Obviously you won't do them that quick, but when you're measuring, you want it nice and flat. You don't want to be pulling it or anything. You want it nice and flat, because otherwise it will be very different when you have the finished scarf. I mean, it probably will change a little bit anyway, but you don't need it to be exact for a scarf. Okay, so chain the number of stitches that you want. It's probably a good idea to count them to know how many you've got, because remember, you need to make an even number of chains for this moss stitch. Okay, so go away and do your chains, and once you're happy with how long your scarf's going to be, come back and we'll move on to the next part. Okay, so I've made 50 chains, which is an even number. So that's about 30 centimeters long, I think, and it's made with chunky yarn and a 7mm hook. Okay, so next we're going to stick with the same color for the first row. We're going to do a single crochet into the first chain, the second chain, so not this first one, the second one, a single crochet. Then we're going to chain one, and we're going to repeat our pattern that we learnt in the previous video. So we skip that stitch and we go into the next one for a single crochet. Chain one, skip one chain, and single crochet into the next stitch. And we keep doing that all the way along our row. So I'm just going to show you one more time. So we do a single crochet, insert the hook into the stitch, yarn over and pull through, then yarn over and pull through two. Then we chain one, so we just yarn over and pull through. Then we're going to skip this chain here, this one, and we're going to go single crochet into the next one. So just keep repeating that all the way across your first row after you've done your chain, and I will see you when I've done mine. Okay, so I've got to the last stitch of mine, and I'm going to show you how to join a new color now. So we're going to join it on what is called the last yarn over. Okay, so this is a special way of joining a new color, and it's one that's really handy. So I've done the chain one and I've skipped that, and I've got to the last stitch. Okay, so I'm going to insert my hook into the yarn. I'm going to yarn over and pull through, and then before I yarn over again, this will be the last yarn over, I'm going to get my new yarn, so my new colour, my red, and I'm going to put that over the hook. So that is my last yarn over, and I pull through like that. Okay, so you've got one end and two ends, and what I want you to do is stop there and just tie these two ends together. Not these two ends, sorry. You need to cut this one, which I need to grab my scissors. Always forget the scissors. So you need to cut your yellow, or your first colour, I should say. And I want you to tie it together. Now, you wouldn't normally necessarily tie it together, but I want you to tie them together so that they don't come undone, okay? Just a loose knot. Don't pull it too tight, otherwise you'll pull through loads of things. So tie that together, and then you've got your new colour joined on. So then we're going to turn, and we've got our red joined on. Our yellow's not there anymore. Get yourself ready again. Chain one. Now the chain one in this does not count as a stitch, okay? It's just for turning the corner. And then we're going to do a single crochet in that first stitch. Okay, and the next bit we've got is a chain space. So we single crochet in the chain space, then we chain one, then we single crochet in the chain space. Okay, so chain one, so you're skipping the single crochet from before and doing your next single crochet into the chain space. And now that we've changed colour, you can see that there's a really nice pattern starting to emerge. So chain one to go past that single crochet, and then single crochet into that chain space. Okay, so carry on all the way across, repeating chain one, skipping the single crochet and working into that hole, that chain space with a single crochet. Okay, so keep doing that, and then I will see you at the other end and I'll show you how to change the colour again back to yellow. Okay? Okay, so I single crocheted into my last chain space. I'm then going to single crochet into this last stitch, okay? So you can see that's there, the last stitch. Yarn over and pull through, and then I'm going to stop there when I've got my 2 loops. I'm going to cut my red with the tail, and I'm going to join onto my first colour again. So you hook it onto the hook, and we put it through very gently. Then I'm just going to tie those 2 ends together just so I don't lose them, okay? You wouldn't always do that, but I think it's a good idea for beginner stage to do this, okay? Because they can come unravelled otherwise. So then we're going to turn, get ourselves ready, get our yarn held properly around our finger or however you do it. Chain one to turn the corner. We're going to single crochet into that first stitch. Then we're going to chain one because we haven't got a chain space. Here we've got a single crochet, so we chain one above the single crochet. Then we're going to single crochet into the chain space. And now you can really see the pattern coming on. Chain one, single crochet, chain one, single crochet in the gap. You see the gaps properly now with the colours. Oh dear. So carry on repeating the pattern now. And we'll do one more colour change with you, and then I'm going to leave you to finish your scarf yourselves. Okay? Okay, so I'm coming to the end of the row now. Still doing my single crochet, chain one, and then that is the last. So no more chain one spaces here, so I'm just going to do my final single crochet into that last stitch there. So on each end you're going to have a single crochet at each end. So now we have finished that, I've started that stitch, remember, so this last stitch we always insert our hook, do 1 yarn over and pull through, but we don't do the last yarn over, that's what it's called. So the last wrapping around the hook. I've cut my yarn and I get my other colour, put it over the hook and pull it through, okay? And then as before we're just going to lay it down, and I'm going to tie it to the other colour, to the, in my case, yellow, okay? So I'm tying it together like this. we're going to end up with these tassels on the end, which we're just going to cut all the same length. So when you're doing it, make sure you leave enough to make a little tail for your scarf, okay? So now the red's joined on again, I'm turning my work around, I'm chaining one, I'm doing a single crochet into that first stitch, and then straight away we've got a chain space here, so then we straight away do a single crochet, and then we start the pattern. We chain one, we skip that single crochet and go into the space. Okay, so can you see the pattern? So you do a single crochet at the the start of the row. Then if the next stitch is a chain space, then you do a single crochet in the chain space. If the next stitch is a single crochet, then you do a chain one and skip it, and you go into those chain spaces. So the single crochet in the chain spaces and a chain above where there is a single crochet. Okay, so just keep repeating the pattern and going backwards and forwards, turning, changing your colour each row, and do it for as wide as you want to do it, and then I will come back at the end when I've done a few more rows. So I'm going to make mine about this wide, I think, for my bear, my doll. It's just a little scarf I'm making, but you make whatever size you like, and then we will finish it off in the next video. So I think I finished my scarf now. Remember, I'm just making mine for a teddy bear or a doll, so I haven't made it very big. I made 50 chains across, and then I've done the pattern, the moss stitch, for how many rows have I done? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I've done 9 rows. So I've done an odd number of rows so that the yellow is on the top and the bottom. I thought that looked quite nice, but again, that's your own decision how you do that. So have you got to the end of yours as well? So I finished my last stitch. So this last time I didn't join on the new yarn, I've just done the stitch like I normally would. So what I'm going to do now is cut my end and do one last chain to secure it and pull it through. So then we've got these ends, and we tied them into knots, didn't we? If you remember, did you tie them quite tightly into double knots? If so, I think we're ready to just finish off. So I'm just going to tie this last one on. I know that was an odd one, so you'll end up with them tied twice. So if you don't know how to do a knot, you can ask your grown-up how to do that, because they will definitely be able to help you. So these are going to be the tassels on the ends of our scarf. So what you want to do is lay it out flat and work out which is the shortest end. So you can see mine, those ones are about the shortest. So I'm going to chop my ends. Actually, I'm just going to look at the other ends as well, because I kind of want all of the ends to be a similar length. I don't think I want them too long. So what you want to do is pull them out so they're all the same length together. Okay, and then you want to chop them all together like this. Okay, and then they'll all be the same length. If you've got any that have come up a bit longer, you can just chop those individually, like these two at the end, a bit longer. And then I'm going to do exactly the same with the other side and chop them off about there. And again, check them. Oh, golly, these end ones are a bit long. And there we have it. Really lovely little scarf for a bear. Who was yours for? make sure you fill in your project book, your workbook, the project page in your workbook, should I say. And then enjoy your scarf.